that it's not as easy as just walking away. Why don't they get out? Why don't they leave them? They must like it because they keep going back, or they stay in it. They can just leave, walk out the door. It's not that simple. It's more complicated.
It's not just physical. It can be like I don't like you hanging out with this person. I don't want you talking to this person. Or what did you eat today? Why did you eat that today? It can be something as small as control that most people ignore, but that could lead to the bigger things like physical violence.
Things that I wish people would understand about domestic violence is that it's not an isolated event. Domestic violence is a lifestyle, and how, like with a lot of other crimes, it's you can isolate one event and you could say that's what happened. With domestic violence, most of the time it's the whole lifestyle for the woman or the man, and that's why it's so hard to get out. It starts to become part of their life, and they're in love with the person, and they rely on them financially, they rely on them emotionally, and that's how the person manipulates them. And so that's why for a lot of people, they don't understand why they just can't leave, and that's why they can't leave. And the national average is 7 times for a person to leave before they officially leave for good. And that's why it's so important for shelters to be around, because people burn bridges. They burn bridges with their family because they say that if you go back to the person, I'm not going to help you. Well, they need to have a place like this to come to.
It's not as obvious as people think. You could live in a relationship for years and years and years, and people from the outside have no idea what's going on behind closed doors within the family. So it's a very secret abuse, and for people to understand that it's not just as easy as getting out, that there are challenges and obstacles along the way, to be patient with them.
I hope people know that this, domestic violence doesn't happen overnight. I think that's so commonly like misunderstood, that people think that victims can just, why don't you just walk away, why don't you do this, that doesn't happen overnight. That is time, somebody working on you, taking advantage of you, and don't pass judgment. If you think that somebody is going through a domestic violence situation, don't pass judgment. You try to listen and see how you can help, where you can help.